Hey everybody, it's me, Joe, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today's video is how to improve your listening. All right? I want to show you 4 steps that you can take to improve your listening. And if you take these 4 steps, if you do these 4 things, you can see lots of improvement in your listening skills. Also, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Joe. I teach English to foreign students at a university in Canada. And if you're interested in improving your English and learning new vocabulary and getting better at grammar, you should consider subscribing to my channel and, very important, hit that notification bell down below. When you do that, every time I upload a new video, or if I have a live YouTube lesson, which I do very often, you will be notified. Then you can come on my channel and see my video or join my live lesson, okay? All right. The first step in improving your listening is, I like to call, from easy to hard, okay? And that means whatever resources you use, right, you should try easy things first, okay? Even if you're actually a bit higher level, if you try easier things first, it'll help keep your confidence up and your motivation up. So easy things that you could use would be something like a kid's show. There's lots of Disney shows out there, or children's shows, or even cartoons that are pointed towards kids, so the vocabulary and the ideas they're trying to present are a bit easier. And that's good because they want to improve the children's vocabulary the same way that you want to improve your vocabulary. All right? So those will be a great way to start. After you've done those for a while, then move on to physical comedies. So those are TV shows that use a lot of funny actions, all right? Not necessarily just dialogue, but a lot of funny actions. So you can follow the story as well as listen to dialogues and listen to vocabulary, okay? If there's a lot of funny action to it, that's important. So comedies are going first. After that, you can graduate into longer movies, all right? And that could be dramas or mysteries or action movies, okay? Action movies don't seem to have as much vocabulary or dialogue, so they're easier to listen to and follow the story. Once you get into like dramas or even historical dramas with older English, they become perhaps the hardest things. Start with the easy and then move up to the hardest. All right, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is you have to practice a lot. Okay, the same way as if you're going to get better at dancing or lose weight at the gym, getting better at English, especially listening, requires a lot of practice. You got to put in the time. So making yourself a schedule is really good. All right, so that you can do it. I'm going to listen to something between 6:30 and 7 o'clock every night in English. All right, something like that. Or a lot of people have said if you join a course, all right, that sends you homework or sends you listening things, right, every day or every week, that really helps people because they have something to do. Just the same as if you were in a real course with real homework, you can find lots of this stuff online. Okay? The third step is try harder in conversation. I know that this video is about improving your listening, but a big part of listening is conversation. You're speaking and the other person's speaking and you're coming back and forth. This is when you're using your listening skills live. Okay? But what you can do is you take control of the conversation. Don't just let somebody, you be quiet and they talk to you. You ask them questions. You set the tone for the conversation and you talk about what you want to talk about first. Okay? That way you know generally what you're talking about and you have an idea of the vocabulary that you can use. All right? Then they say something, and it's important that you have the confidence enough to say, pardon me, what was that? Or if you don't want to say that, you can repeat it back to them. Oh, do you mean blah, 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 blah? All right? So if you got it right, they will say, yes, that's what I mean. If you got it wrong, they'll correct you. Okay? Also, if the person you're talking to uses slang or an idiom, you can ask them. You can say, oh, is that a saying? Right? And they can explain it to you. So you can get better at English, and better at listening, better at vocabulary, and better at conversation at the same time. But you have to have that confidence to take control. Okay? And the last step that I want to tell you about is manage how good you think you're going to be. All right? You're not going to become fluent overnight. It's not going to happen. It never happens to anyone. I have so many students ask me, Joe, what's the secret quick way to get better at listening? If there was a quick way, then it wouldn't be a secret. You got to put in the time. You got to work hard. The students that are the best students do that. There's no trick to it. They just got to do that. And also, set yourself up so that you can see mini successes. Okay? Set up a goal that say, hey, I want to listen to something every night. And after you do a week and you haven't missed any nights, have a little celebration. Go get yourself some ice cream or have a drink. You did so well, all right? If you do 2 weeks, that's great. Go out to dinner, right? If you do a month, buy yourself a little gift, all right? So those little things that you can measure, how many times you're going, there's your expectation. You can control that. Can you control what other people say? No, but you can control how much effort you put in, all right? So that's what I mean by manage your expectations. You're not going to become perfect overnight. All right, everybody. So those are the 4 steps, okay, on how to improve your listening skills. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Also, if you can think of any other ways to get better at listening specifically, put them in the comments and I'll write back to you. Also, remember to check the notes, all right, for more learning opportunities. I put lots of links in the notes that can help you learn more about English and about listening in particular. All right? That's it for now. Until next time, bye-bye.